Welcome to the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. Our match today is Francisco Sanchez Ruiz versus David from Spain versus David Alcaide from Spain. The game is 10 ball. A race to 4, 2 sets. If there's a tie on sets, they play a shoot-off on the 10 ball, a shootout. I'm not familiar with this format too much. I've only done one of these matches. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. David Alcaide won the lag. Ruiz, he butchered that lag, I think, but I've done it before too. I don't know if they're breaking from the middle or they got the rule where they got to break from the rail. I see some worn spots from the sides of the table. So they have a rule over there in Europe, they have to break from the rail playing 10 ball. It makes it a lot more difficult to control the break. You might make the one on the side, it'll come close. There it went. Wow, we got some good breaks down there with the two and the 6 ball flew in the pocket down there. He's got the 1 ball straight in. It's an easy shot on the 1. Easy shot position to the 3. If the 4 ball goes, he'll just draw over a little bit on the 3, follow and bounce off the rail, or follow up on the 4 and try to get straight in on the 4, or create a little bit of angle so he can go towards the 5 ball. I don't know if the 7 ball goes. It might go because he doesn't seem to be too disturbed about it. He'll put a little bit of right on this and just draw over. And you amateurs out there, see how he puts a little spin on it like that? That makes the cue ball move the right distance that you want it. So remember to put a little bit of spin on it, little draws like that. It'll just help the cue ball move where you want it. Looking from here, I think the 4 clearly goes. He'll follow this to the rail and bounce off. That's the prudent play, is to follow it probably and bounce off the rail to get on the 4. He's still surveying that 4 ball, but I think it clearly goes. Put straight top on this, no spin. He went a little bit too far, though. He's got the wrong angle. He's going the wrong way. If he tries to shoot the 4 in the corner and hit the 9, he might scratch right in the corner. He could play the 8 ball. It's not too hard of a shot to play the 8 ball, but position on the 4 once he plays the 8 won't be that easy. He may lose position when he pockets the ball. That's exactly what happened. He's landed on like we call it the 50-yard line. It's a makeable cut and let the cue ball just pinball back and forth. But that's always a tricky shot. Players don't like that shot. I don't either. He could play safe. He could try to put the 4, just bank it over and put it behind the 7, 9 and come down table with the cue ball. He'll put a little bit of left on it and just bank it over and then let the cue ball come down near the 10 ball. Always put a little spin on these safeties for you amateurs out there. That helps the shot. Don't try to play the safes with no spin most of the time. Unless it's an easy safety where you can do it. Looks like he hit it good. Nope, came up a little bit short. This is a tricky safety right here. You got to shoot it death slow and just touch the 4, bank it over a little, and then let the cue ball go over to the side rail. and he'll try to block them with the 7 and the 9 down there. Just got to hit it. Deaf slow. If he overhits it a little bit, he'll sell out. You want to do little stroke. He pulled back quick for that. I think his pullback got him on that and made him overhit it. That shot, you have to be very careful on that safety. Here he's going to try, he'll put left top, pocket the 4, hit the bottom rail. He'll just miss the 9 probably. Come back. He wants to land with a little angle going towards the 7. Perfect. And he's got the perfect angle just to draw it straight down the table and get on the 7 ball. Couldn't have hit that better. I'll just lightly draw it back like that. And for you amateurs out there, don't pump the cue around on those little draws. Just be careful with your do little strokes and just follow through nicely, and the speed of your shots will come off better. He'll put just below center with left, stun to the rail with left bottom, go to the side rail, and hit the bottom rail, then the side rail, and spin back out for the 9. Like that. Now he's perfect here just to draw down the middle of the table. He'll put a little bit of right bottom, and he'll draw right down the middle of the table and get on the 10 ball. He won't go to the rail because the side's there. It's kind of tricky. Good shot. Perfect. Now he has a little angle. He could roll this in with top, but he'd probably draw a right bottom down the middle of the table. Like that. Very good. First game goes to David Alcaide. Alcaide to break. Looks like they're playing winner breaks. Same spot, right side. Try to make the 1 on the side. But it didn't go. And he didn't make anything. Well, I wouldn't mind playing 10 ball like this where you got a break from the rail. Let's sure slow down Shane Van Boeing's break. That's for sure. Way he makes the ball on the side every time. They trick the rack or something. I don't know what they do. This is a tough out for Ruiz. It's hard to get on the 2. It might not be that hard to get on the 2 because you can just draw back and it'll be straight in. But getting on the 3 will be a trick. I'll tell you that. He could follow down and bank the 2. That might be the right shot. But he looks like he's going to draw back a little and play through that little gap for the 2, and he did. If he can follow this, if he can get to the bottom rail, he can get back down table. He'll follow it and go 2 rails towards the 6 ball. This is a shot you really got to... It looks like he's going to try to draw, though. Maybe he can draw straight back. I don't recommend that drawing right there because maybe he didn't have the angle to follow either. Now the right shot here might be just to play safe. Just shoot the 3 under the 9, hit the rail, and let the 3 float down to the bottom rail and roll the cue ball forward and use the 9 ball to snooker him. He can stand there and look at it all day, but that's the shot, unless he can do something else. Or unless he can cut it in the side and play for some kind of luck off the 9 ball and bounce around the table. I wouldn't do that. He's going to bank the ball? Wow, it doesn't even look like it banks. Huh. The prudent play is just to bank the 3 ball down there and snooker him with the 9. He can be a hero all he wants, but I mean, he might get out, but and he left him a shot. It's a funny shot, though. If he's straight in on this ball, it's going to be tough to get on the floor. If he has a little bit of angle where he can get the cue ball to the bottom rail, he'll shoot straight top. He'll hit it really hard and follow underneath the 9. He's got to hope it does. If he can't do that, he'll have to draw back. I can see he's cueing high. He may come on the other side of 9, I don't know. We'll see. No, he went straight in. That's always a tricky shot, that shot. He might have been better off to draw back or something and then play safe. It's funny how when you got a shot, you just don't think about this drawing back and playing safe or anything. Right bottom and draw over, get straight in on the 5. And he'll stun down the table. He'll go just below center with a little bit of right, and he'll stun the ball down the table for the side pocket on the 6. Good shot. He could draw over, but he'll come back to the middle of the table for the 7. Looks okay. He might have got straight. He didn't want to get straight on that. He wanted a little angle where he could move closer to the 8 ball. Then you put a little left bottom and go towards it, just a little like that. Good shot. This guy shoots quick. He shoots pretty good. He'll put just below center with right and bounce off the rail. I can't hardly commentate it. He's so fast. And he'll put a lot of right bottom and kill this one, or he'll come back over and shoot the 10 in the other corner. Nope, he killed it, like I said. Good shot. He's straight in. He'll just stop this one for a 1-1 tie. Ruiz wins the second game. Oh, you can break from the middle, huh? I didn't know that. Broke him from the middle, and he didn't make anything. I wonder why Alcaide is breaking from the... Must be breaking from the side because he's not making anything from the middle. Those balls, those 2 behind the 1 ball didn't even go near the side pocket. That was weird. He'll thin this ball and go around the 3 ball. Try to go near the 8, but it's going to be hard to do that. You'll have to hit it paper thin to do it. You can miss this ball sometimes just trying to hit it too thin. I've done it many times, even though you're close to it like this. He won't put any spin on it, unless he's going to do something else. Looks like he's spinning it. No, he did exactly what I said. He overhit it, though. He hit that well, but he just overhit it just a little bit. Here he just wants to hit the right side of the 1, hit near the side, and let the cue ball float down behind the 5 and the 10. That's his blockers, and the 7. This is really an elementary safety, but I've screwed them up. You can mess them up. Just put a little right on it and let it roll. Yeah, he butchered it. Just like I said. Well, he got away with it. The 2 ball helped him. But he did kind of butcher that one. He should have got behind the 5 and the 10 then. I think Alcaide can see the edge of it, but I don't know if it's worth anything. He'll just thin it. There's not much he can do. Just hope he gets a roll somehow. He doesn't know exactly what's going to happen, I don't think. Like that. And he did get a roll. A real good one there. Oh, man, that was fortunate. He could have hit the 10 and then left him a safety, but he didn't. Now he's going to kick 2 rails. You can see where he wants to hit like that into the ball and knock it towards the 6 ball. He's called it in the side pocket. This is a call shot. I didn't know that either, but now I know. He'll hit it with left top, nice and smooth, not too hard, but kind of hard enough to hit it like that. And he didn't hit it the way he wanted to. He wanted to hit it fuller so it knocked it around the table and get a safe, but he hit it thin. You do that a lot on that kick. You hit it thin. I do it too. Looks like he can just shoot straight top, go off the bottom rail, back down for the 2. Just like that. And he'll put left bottom and he'll draw over and shoot the 3 in the same corner. He's got to, because he's got a little bit of angle. He'll put left bottom. You want to aim a little thick on this and throw the ball in. And that's what makes the cue ball move over and pocket the ball. If you try to cut that ball, for you amateurs out there, that particular shot he just had, if you try to cut that ball in the pocket with a spin, you'll miss it to the side rail. These guys survey too much for me when things are not that difficult. All you need to do is put left top on this and come off the bottom rail. I mean, I think it should be like 20 seconds to shoot, pull. You should be gurgling over these shots. The other guy don't need no clock, but this guy does. Left top, off the bottom rail. I mean, there was nothing to look at there, really. Absolutely nothing. There should be a shot clock that just makes you either play well or play terrible. That's the way I want to see it. There's no mystery about this either. You could put a lot of spin on it and float the cue ball down, which is a tricky shot. Or he can stun over and play the 5 in the same corner as the 4 ball. He'll probably stun over with a little bit of left or roll it. Oh, he didn't hit it good. He's going to have to play safe now. He'll just bank the ball. He can put him behind the 9 or just bank it and use the 10 and the 7. Yeah, he should have just hit it kind of soft and used the 10 and the 7. I think that was the easier play. He tried to put him behind the 9. This is a tough shot, a combination, a long one. You got to slow roll it or hit it hard. Either way, it's a hard... Oh, he can't see the ball. He did get him by a fraction then. Ruiz will take it a little longer on a shot like this, but I think when the pool balls are laying open, he's gonna shoot like a machine gun. And that's what everyone should do. I mean, you're ruining the game by just taking too much time. When the shots are laying there and they're doable, we're just destroying ourselves. I've watched so many players ruin pool, and they're getting worse. We need to do something. And then now I got an advantage if you make them speed up. He could jump it and play the combination. That might be or he can see the bank it back down table and use the 10 and the 5, the 10 and the 7 for a blocker. See, the cue ball's going to go over there. He'll bank the 5, cross it. It's called crossing the ball. 5 will come down table, the cue ball will go over. If he can see enough of it. He really can't. He's like elevating him. There sure isn't no shot clock here, that's for sure. Because he's already elapsed that. What has he got, a jump stick or something? Some kind of, what is it, a pipe or something? Maybe he's going to play the combination on the jump shot. That's what he tried. And he got a good break. Now that's what I hate about pool right there. These guys are so lucky. They played a tournament one time in Vegas. If you missed, it was ball in hand. I didn't get to play in it. I had to go to Europe or something for an exhibition. I feel bad I missed that tournament. He might try to kick this in or kick safe somehow. He's going to try to kick it in. I can see it. Well, he's shooting steep. Well, he's got to. The ball's sitting a little bit off the rail quite a bit. Yeah, I thought he was shooting too steep. Yeah, I could tell that right away. It's called depth perception. I'm good in golf at telling you how far you are away without a rangefinder or anything. I can tell you how far you are in golf. Me and Johnny, last time me and Johnny Archer were playing, he looked at me and said, Earl, how far away am I? I said, you're 130 yards. He took the rangefinder and looked at it and it was 130. I don't think they should be able, they shouldn't have markers in golf. They shouldn't have to judge it. That's the way it used to be. That game's getting boring as hell. They're like watching grass grow or paint dry or soap dry or something. They make a lot of money. They're not even worth it. They should be on a shot clock, those golfers. They'd all shoot 79 or 80 probably. If they had 30 seconds to shoot, hit. He'll just roll this and play the 6 down the other corner, I think. No, he came out. That's the right play, I guess. Yeah, it's all right now. He can draw out back to the middle of the table and then go 2 rails and shoot the 8 in the right corner up there where he's at right now. And he's put left bottom, draw back out where he's not blocked by the 10, or he'll do something else. He did do something else. Wow. That's a good shot too. I didn't know he could do that. I thought he had too much angle. This one camera angle doesn't really justify what I'm trying to do. He'll go off the rail with a lot of spin like that. He wants to stay with a little angle. That was perfectly hit right there. That's another shot the amateurs need to really take note on. He let the spin do the work there. He didn't really hit that ball that hard. He just put a lot of spin. Left top, off the rail. He might have landed straight. He'll draw back a little. No, he rolled forward for the side. That's the right shot there too when you get straight, if the side's available. Left bottom or roll it. You put left bottom and stunned it. 2-1 Ruiz. Ruiz to break from the middle. Left side, not too much spin. Tell you what, those side balls don't go in. Tell you that. The 3 balls are really tricky here. He needs to shoot the 1 in and run into the 6 if he can. It's always tricky to do something like this. Or hit the 3 and the 6 at the same time. He's got to hope he doesn't hit the 3 and then float behind the... Or maybe he won't even try that. Yeah, he did. Alcaide's struggling a little bit. The rails seem a little live to me. I don't know exactly what table this is. Oh, it's a Predator table. They told me it had some really live rails, and it does. I can see that. They need to put pull felt on the rails instead of worsted felt. Then it would play perfect. He'll just roll this in and try to play some kind of safe. Because he can't get position because of Tim. He couldn't break them out either. He'll roll real slow, let the 3 bounce out, and then go behind the 6. I think he can do that. Maybe he can't. We'll see. If he can't do that, he'll have to thin it and try to use the 6. I think he can just do what I said, though. No, he had to use the 6. And he tried to go, he did that well. Very well. It looked like he tried to sneak behind the 10, too. Yeah, a lot of people don't know you can put pull felt on these blingy tables, put a worsted felt on the bed, and put pull felt on the rail, and it'll play ideal. I'll tell you that right now. That's what Diamond used to do. Their tables played real good when they had them fitted like that. This is always a hard shot to get out of, this shot right here. I've had this shot a trillion times. I still don't think I've gotten out of it. Huh. He's going to try to knock the 3 between the 4 and the 8, which isn't a bad play if he can get to it. And just straight top, unless he's got to spin it. He may have to spin a little bit. If he's got to spin it, it makes it trickier. Pool has so many variables, little bitty variables all the time. That's why people don't realize how hard it is. Golfers and tennis players and people like that. They think pool's like playing checkers or old maid or something. They're crazy. I play tennis every day. I'm a good golfer too. Pool's just got so much going on all the time. That's why you can't. If he was on a shot clock, he'd be gurgling with a shot like this. He's going to try to spin around it. He can't go where I said. He's got to spin it. That's why he's contemplating so much, because he's got to jack up and spin the ball a little to do what he wants to do. Oh, he might scratch right in the side too. Now, I don't like shooting it like this because weird thing can happen with a cue ball. Almost. Wow, what a shot. He made it too. This is a hell of a shot. He still doesn't have a shot. Here, he should just stem the 4 and go behind the 9. This is a shot no player likes. Efren's a genius at it. He'll just move the 4 a little like that and go behind the 9. That wasn't as hard as I thought. Now he's going to use his jump cue. This is what I don't like, this stinking jump stick. Need to get rid of that. It's like, who wants to watch it? It's a crutch. These players can't play without it. A lot of players can't play without it. If they didn't have a jump cue, they can't even play. And a magic rack. Like the U.S. Open, what a joke that was. People were getting beat by marginal players, great players. He's going to try to play it in the corner. He'll probably get lucky. Might jump off the table, too. I told you you'd get lucky. What a lucky stick that is. That's a crime, that stick. Now he's going to jump this one with a pipe. With my jump cue, I can't get over this one. I got some weird jump cue. With the close ones, I'm not good at. I can do them if they're 10 inches apart or a foot. Maybe 6 or 7 inches. This looks like it's about 4 or 5 inches only. But I'm sure he's got some trick cue that'll get over it. This is a real joke what they've turned pool into with this thing. It's a carnival. He'll jump, try to get lucky. Who knows what's going to happen? God, it went right over it. Like it was made out of rubber or something. Nope, I thought he made it. And he got lucky. Look at that. I think, yeah. He might not can pocket the ball. If he can pocket it, he'll just, yeah, he's already looking at it. I think he can make it. He needs to just miss the 7 and bounce back to the center of the table. And play the combination. He'll put a lot of right on. Oh, he can shoot it straight. He doesn't even have to. Oh, I thought he had to spin it. He's all right now. He'll put a little bit of left bottom on this and draw it and spin the 5 ball into the 9. Or he might straight cut it and go back and forth. Should put left bottom and go past the side. No, he went straight forward, like I said. Back and forth with straight ball. Oh, shucks. I thought that was the game. We're playing 10 ball. So this guy's still alive. You just play the 5 and get on the 6 with the right top. I forgot the 10 ball is down there. It's blue. Can't even see it. He'll put a little bit of left top. Come back down the middle of the table. He wants to go towards the 7 just a little bit. He wants to keep an angle. A little left top. With these boingy rails, I guess he's all right. He's got a little less angle than I would have liked. But he'll hit this one kind of firm because he doesn't have as much angle. With a little right just below center. And he'll pop it. And I was right. He didn't have enough angle. He should have spun over on that one with a lot of spin and went 2 rails and shot the 8 in the other corner, down there where he is now. He'll put a lot of left bottom on this shot. I mean real low on the cue ball. Real low and a lot of spin. Flick it down the rail and go 2 rails for the 9. He hit that terrible when it went in. He didn't hit that ball good at all. Pocket, these tables bone dry, that's for sure. He'll just roll it in. No spin, probably. Real easy. Yeah, that ball really flipped in off the rails. He didn't hit it well at all. And got away with it. 2-2, Alcaide breaking from the right side. I guess he refuses to break that middle. He thinks he can get one in. Yep, look at these pockets. That ball hit. Jeepers, it hit way on the side rail and went in. I didn't think that ball was going in. Here, just banked it 1, 2 rails. He may try to make it 2 rails in the corner and play safe at the same time. It's a 2-way shot. Here, I don't even know what he's looking at. He's standing there looking at this shot. It's so elementary, it's a joke. I mean, there ain't nothing to do but bank the ball 2 rails, stop it, try to make it 2 rails, and get a perfect safe. He's going to waste time on this shot, really. This is what I'm talking about. If you want to sell this game, you've got to make the players play more adequate and quickly. These guys, they waste a lot of time. They do it on purpose. It's all purposely done. Right? He did what he did there, getting up and down off the shot. He shouldn't have time to do that. That was so elementary, that shot. I mean, it was crazy he took that much time to shoot it. If you don't play accordingly, I'm never going to celebrate you. You can forget that. You can say whatever you want about me. I don't care. These guys are wasting time. Now, he wastes a little on this one because it's a perplexed shot. He needs to kick, hit the bottom rail before the 1 and clip it in and possibly get shape unless the 7 ball stops the ball. But this is one of my worst shots. Efren's good at this shot. I either scratch or miss the ball every time on this shot, seems like. I rarely ever make this kick. With these boingy rails, I don't know he can even judge this shot. These rails seem awful weird. The dynamic table has better cushions than this. I can tell you that. So if Predator's listening, they need to take note too. Not going to celebrate them with their boingy rails. I don't play their tour. I don't like their format either. Race to 4. Call that a match. Race to 4. You want me to fly around the world and spend $2,500 to play a race to 4? I'm not going to do it. And be mind screwed at the same time. What is he? He's going to tie a ball up. He's going to move the 4 ball. That ain't a bad play. Not bad at all. He's just going to play safe again, though. He's not going to go for it. You know, he could crash into him. He could put the cue ball down here and with an angle and crash into the 7, but he doesn't know what's going to happen for position with the 2. I will predict he'll play safe. He's going to, I don't know. He's doing something here. Well, he is going to try to make it. He's going to go 2 rails for the 2. He's going to waste some more time. He's just going to go straight out or around 2 rails. He's going to put a lot of spin and go 2 rails like that. Boing. It's like pinballs or something. Yeah, they need a pull felt on the rail. Of course, they probably got to deal with some moments they can't do that. It's always about a deal where they're making money and ruining the game. He's going to try to get an angle for the 3 to go into him. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Or he's going to get for the safety. I see what he's going to do. He's going to get right there, try to get right in the middle where he can bank the 4 ball around the table and play safe. That's the prudent play. This was the right play all the time, that's for sure. Good shot. Now he'll just bank this 4 ball around the table and stop the cue ball right there. He liked to wedge it a little close to that 9 where he can't jump it too. But you can't always do that. You'll screw up the shot if you try to get too cute. That's perfect. The fact that he didn't overhit it, sometimes when you try to get the ball all the way down there, you'll mess up. But he did leave him a kick by not knocking it all the way back down the table. He left him a feasible shot to hit the ball. If he would have got the ball further down the table, it would have been much harder to hit the 4 ball. He's going to kick 1 rail. He could kick around the table too, but wow, he thinks he's going to kick cut it in. I would never even call that. I think he wants to hit this kind of hard too. Good hit. At least he left some distance between the 4 ball and the cue ball. That's some consolation. Here, he'll draw off, he'll stun the ball just below center with left and pop it kind of firm, and the cue ball will come back to the center of the table, right there where he wants it like that. This is one hard shot to judge. Sometimes I think you're better off to follow this. He could follow it too. It's hard to judge the speed of this shot. He's got to get over there. That was well done. He still didn't get where he wanted because the 8 is interfering, impeding on the shot still. But he can draw off the 8 a little and take a tough cut on the 7. And that's what he'll do. He'll just draw off the 8 a little. Like that, and take a tougher cut. Now he'll go back and forth. He'll go back and forth. He wants to keep a little angle so he can go back down table and shoot the 9 where he's shooting the 7. He'll put a little right top on this and go back and forth. He doesn't have to hit it too hard with these boingy rails. Oh, that ain't not exactly where he wanted to be, but I think he's okay. He'll put a lot of spin on this. If he doesn't, he might scratch right in the side. It's one thing about fast rails when they're boingy like this. He'll put a little extra spin on it so it misses that side. See, like that. If he didn't put more spin on it, it might have went right in the side. I've seen that happen many times. Now just touch draw back. He'll just touch draw it back like that. Now he'll put left bottom and draw over to the side row. Alcaide shoots kind of quick when the balls are laying right. He doesn't do too bad. Still should be a shot clock though. 3-2, Alcaide leads. breaking from the right side, off the rail, kind of popped him on the right side of the one a little bit. Oh, he fluked the 8 in the side. The break is such a lucky shot. And that's what I don't like about pool anymore. It's a lucky shot. You either break and get shots or you don't. The other guy breaks and gets easy out. You break, you don't get a shot. You can't win like that. You got to make it where both players are getting an equal chance to play. That's what I like about placement pool. Equal opportunity. Both players have to shoot the same shots. Just like golf. Playing golf, both players play the same hole. This ain't never going to work. I don't care how much you promote this. It's never, the general public's never going to accept this. It's too, you can't determine who's the best player like this either. All this luck. I got beat some guy by in the U.S. Open. I beat a kid from Germany, 11-1. I said, oh, I'm playing good. And I'm playing a guy from Puerto Rico. I've never seen him before. Beats me 11-1. With the magic rack. But I beat the kid from Germany the same way he beat me. So you live by the sword, you die by it. He's going to try to make this and draw into the 7. This is where sometimes I think it's best just to play safe. Even though you got a shot to pocket the ball, he's going to roll it. He wants to roll it. The only thing is the 2 ball, no, the 8 ball or the 6 ball. I can't tell what ball that is now. Oh, it's the 6 ball because the 8 ball went in on the break. If he could get it just past on the right side as we look at the 6 ball, but I think he's going to play it. He's going for it. Right bottom. Try to draw into the 7 lightly. And play safe. See, that's another thing I don't like about pool. Is he tried, I think if there should be, if you play a shot and miss it, and you snooker me, you make them shoot again. It's way harder to play like that. Promise you. It puts way more pressure on your game. Shane Van Bowen, when I played him on the 5x10 the first time, that's how we played. And that's why he lost. Because he missed and snookered me more than I did. Oh, he left him a little keyhole. He'll just thin it and come back towards the 7. He didn't get away with it. Oh, he butchered that. Wow. He's butchered a couple of safeties, tell you that. Which we all do it. But safeties are critical in pool. It's just like pocketing the ball a lot of times. I think he can see it. I don't know how much. If he can see it, he can make it in the side. But I don't know if he can get the cue ball over there because if he's got to hit it too hard, it'll bobble. And if he's going to cut it in the corner, that's a really treacherous shot, cutting that ball in the corner. And he may scratch right on the other side, as boingy as these rails are. If this table was in Florida, it'd be unplayable. Couldn't even play on it. Couldn't stop the ball coming off the rail. He could make it and hit it with speed in the corner, but I think he can make it inside. Maybe he'll just make it and play safe on the 2. That's the prudent play, is just roll it in real slow, make the 1, and then, oh, he's going to cut it in the corner, like I said. He obviously can't see the whole ball enough to make it inside. He's going to try to hit this with speed, then. If he doesn't, he might go right on the other side. Wow, he hit that good. That was a good shot. Even though he sloughed it off the rail, these pockets don't seem to be too difficult, really. But over there, it's real dry. They're in Turkey, so a lot of right bottom on this and kill it, or roll it in. He'll either roll it or kill it. He killed it with right bottom. This is to win the first set, race to 4. So it's pretty critical that he gets out for him, so they don't go to the last game as who wins the first set. I can't tell exactly what he's got to do here. He can just just draw back, I think. I think he can just draw straight back a little. No, he drew all the way down. He couldn't do that. He had to go down table because he couldn't create an angle if he stayed down here. He hit that really well. That was a good shot. Now he'll stun off the side rail just below center with left, and he'll stun it off the rail like that. He wants to get straight on his 5, and it looks like he's gotten perfect. Yeah, this table is playing pretty conducive where it is, in Turkey maybe. Roll it in, he'll just roll this in. Good shot. He wanted to get straight on that 6 ball. He underhit that a little bit. He wanted to bounce off, I thought, where he could get the angle on the 7 to come out easy. He's going to slow roll this, I guess, maybe. He would have the guy clean the ball. See, when I was playing years ago, 30, 40 years ago, you couldn't clean the ball. You had to take the rub of the green. I ran 480 balls and never touched a cue ball. I think that's remarkable, playing straight pull. That's unheard of now. These guys can't play 3 shots without cleaning the ball. They'll gurgle, panic or something. He's going to put some right on this and draw over. The right will bring the ball over. It'll just spin it right over. See that? See how he did that? Really, you need to take note on that, you amateurs, how he did that. Told you there's little spins just bring the ball over. Now he'll draw back and play the 10 on the same side, in the same corner. With a little bit of right bottom like that. And he'll draw down the table. He doesn't want nothing to skid or roll off. That's why he drew down the table. I like following them, and they'll skid sometimes. Alcaide takes the first set, 4-2. Ruiz breaking in the second set. I'll tell you what, they sure don't go from the middle of the table. I'll tell you that right now. Shane wasn't like this table. I wonder why they don't go on this table. There's something different about it. Or it's the pool balls. It's one or the other. Why do they go everywhere else in the world and they don't go on this table? That doesn't even make sense. A little bit of left top comes straight down the table. He way overhit that. But he's still okay, I think. If he can just put a little left on it and... Yeah, but the 4's down there in trouble. Yeah, he might have did himself in. He'll put right on it and come back and try to hit the 3. That's all he can do, or play safe. God, how lucky is he there where he landed? That is as good lucky as you'll ever get, that he hit that ball and landed right where he can get on the 4. It's still tricky, though. I don't know if he can roll it and creep down there or stun it. If he's got to stun it, it's a much harder shot to control the distance going down there. If he can just roll it, it's not that hard, really. But pocketing the ball will be a little challenging. Let's see what he does. He stunned it. He still couldn't get on it right. He'll just play safe here. He's just got to bank the 4 and stun the ball right behind the... He won't draw it. He'll stun it a little and it'll creep a little bit. Like that. There's another shot you need to take note on. And it's a stun shot. So we've talked about stun shots, all the matches I've done, how critical they are. You want to talk about a ball that's hard to hit, this is one right here. He's got to kick 2 rails to hit this ball. Unless he can shoot between the 7 and the... Oh, he's pretty lucky. If he can get between the 7 and the 6 to hit it. Oh, he's going to tie the 5 up. Oh, another good play. That's not a bad play. So always look at your options there too for you weekend players. Don't always just try to kick at a ball, tie one up. If I was playing, that's probably what I would have done too. And I can't always see the shots myself. No one can. He wants to play the combination, draw back, and hit the 6 and the 5. That's what he wants to do. But he's got to hope the 4 stays right there. Wow. That was always tricky. He hit it a little bit too hard. That's what he did. That's all he did wrong. He really trapped himself there. He's got a kick. He can jump this? Wow. That's amazing that he can jump this. It looks like he's not in a good position for his body to jump it. This cue is a joke. I'm glad he missed it. That is true. Oh, what a joke that cue is. I mean, he penalized himself and then almost got rewarded again. That's no good for pool. The guy makes a mistake, he needs a penalty. It's that way in all sports. Except golf. Golf is a given. Definitely, more than pool. It's a given. Because you can hit bad shots and still recover a lot. They do it all the time. They need to have dirt around the green, no grass, and rocks in it, stuff like that, where they don't know what's going to happen when they hit the shot. It's too predictable, golf, for them now. I know they're good. I'm not disputing that, but every time a guy makes a mistake, he shouldn't be able to get up and down. I disagree with that. Or water all the way around the green. Every green should be island green. There you go. He'll just draw back now for the 6. I about quit watching golf because it's just not that difficult. Doesn't seem like it's difficult for him. He'll draw out, left bottom. Oh, he drew back. I thought he would have taken the side, but that's the easier way right there. That's what I would have done. A lot of these guys today play for the side pockets, but I don't play for them as much as they do. He'll just stun off the railroad right, a little bit of bottom. He'll put a little bit of right top, come down the table, and he should shoot the 10 in the left pocket as we look. Or he could put left and go the other way too. But he did what I said. He put a little bit, maybe straight ball. He might not even need any spin there. Hit that good. So Ruiz wins the first game of the second set. Breaking from the middle, left side. Probably not too much spin on the ball. I'll tell you, those side balls don't ever even get close. I do like the fact that they can't just make balls at will. That does make it a lot more intriguing. Sure would slow Shane down on 10-ball break. Now he's got to put straight top, come straight back down the middle of the table. I think he'll hit it hard enough to go back and forth. I don't know if he hit this hard enough. Oh, these boingy rails, wow. Look at that. Most tables would have been snookered there. Let's see what he's got now. If he has enough angle, he'll just put some spin left bottom and spin over and shoot the 3 in the same pocket. Good shot. Now these rails are good for that shot, I will admit. Maybe he'll bump the 6, try to get it out of the way. There you go, out of the way of the 5. Beautiful. Now he'll just roll this in lightly and play the 5 in the side. That's the prudent play. It's just nice and easy. Oh, he played for the corner. I thought he could have just played for the side there. But I might have played that like that too, because I like playing for the corners, like I said. Right bottom, and just stun it just a little, like that. Now you put left top. He'll go 2 rails here, over to the side rail, like that. Now he'll go 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 rails all the way around the table with right middle, like just below center. 2, 3. God, these rails are like, they need flippers on them. This table would play perfect if it was heated. Then tighten the pockets a little bit. Not smaller, a lot of spin on that and spin out. Just trick up the facings a little bit to where the ball might jaw a little more if it had heat. A lot of these people don't know how to make the table play. Put left on that, go 2 rails. These people don't have no idea how to make the table play tournament worthy. He'll put a little left and stun to the side rail. Like that. Good shot. Tied 1-1. Alcaide to break. There's a lot that goes into making a table play just right, to where the players are challenged, but at the same time, the table's not a trick. Same spot, right side. He hasn't made a ball in a while on the break. And he might sneak this 5 in. Yeah. That rail got that one in. It hit the bottom rail down here and bounced. It hardly hit it, and it bounced all the way to the other end of the table. You can tell Predator right now, don't put one of these in Florida. You have to put armor all on it. He's going to thin this ball and go back down table and hit the 9 with it, probably. Yeah. He left him a little. I thought he should just put straight top on that and went down the table, but he put a little bit of spin on it. I think he can see the ball, but I don't know if it's got any merit to it. Maybe he can thin it with left top, go around the 4 and go past the 3 somehow, in between the 3, 4, back down table. No, he could do that. That's even better. Like I said, this one angle camera is not going to, it just doesn't justify what I'm trying to do exactly. Efren would kick 2 rails and stop the cue ball, knock it down table. But you could still play another safety somehow. Just thin it, shoot it real slow, thin the ball. These rails, though, the ball can get away from you easy when you're trying to hit these slow rolling safeties. You need a slower rail for these little safeties. You might try to go all the way around the table with a lot of spin like that. See, a lot of tables, you can't do what he just did there. He would have hit the 6 ball. But these rails allow that. They're so springy. I guess I don't mind the table if it stayed just like it is, but I could see it changing. If you were to put a lot of people around this table, right, I mean just a couple 100, 300 people right around it, it would be unplayable. You probably could, if there were balls on the rail and you had a ball in hand, you probably couldn't get out, even with an easy out. Let's see, he's going to roll this kind of slow or kind of hard. Oh, he can make it. Wow. It didn't even look like he could make that ball, and he made it. Good shot. Now he's going to... I guess he could play the 8, but the 4's going to go the wrong way when he plays it. That's the only thing I don't like about that. He could get over there on it if he got on the 3 right and come around and play the 4 on our right here. That's what he's going to try to do. Or play the combination. Yeah, he's going to try to play the combination. It's still going to be hard to get position on the 4 once he plays it. Unless he lands real close to it just right, where he doesn't have to hit it too hard like this. You know, that might be all right there. The cue ball's going the other way with the 4, so he might be all right there. Still said it's going to be hard to get position. It's always hard to get position off these shots, these combinations, unless they're laying just right. Just hit it soft and do it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough cut now. These shots are hard to spin. He needs to go over a little bit to get closer to the 6. He might be better off just to bank it in and draw straight back. And he's going to cut it, though. He's looking at it. Put a little bit of right top. Just ease it in and go back towards the 6 a little, like that. That wasn't easy to do. He shot that awful fast. He didn't want his nerves to set in on that. He shot that one kind of quick. I like this guy. He shoots fast. He's my kind of guy. I wonder if he's going to spin around with right, left. These tables are good for that shot right there, too. These rails are good for inside ball. Left bottom and draw back. Just draw over and play on the side, or draw back and play in the corner, or draw back and play in the corner. Got to call it 3 or 4 different ways. You don't know how these guys are going to play it. Left, bottom, kill it. Good shot. 2-1, Ruiz leads. He's breaking from the middle again. Boy, he sure is a little bit stubborn. Why don't he move it over to the diamond or something? That's what I would do. Oh, he got one in. He got 2 in. Good. He doesn't have a shot, but he's got a safety. He could roll him on the 3 ball. Looks like maybe. But these rails are so bouncy, I don't know if he can do that. Looks like that's what he's going to do. Just roll him right on the 3 like that. Good shot. Beautiful. Those shots are there. They're not easy, but they're doable. So, you weekend players and amateurs out there, take note on that one too. Just roll the ball and roll right behind another one. You don't have to be a hero. You can play safe. That's what I like about placement pool. There's no safeties. It's just shooting. The best shooter wins. Not the luckiest guy. Not the guy that's got the lucky break or the good break or the jump stick or a magic rack or slow play or whatever he's going to beat you with. He's going to kick 2 rails with a little right. Good shot. See there how lucky Poole is? He thinks he knew what he was doing there. Oh, 1,000 things could have happened. But the right thing happened for him. And that's, I mean, you can never determine who's the best player with it, the way Poole is, with all the luck. And rating, a Fargo rating, I don't even know what they're talking about. Can't rate nobody in this game. It's too lucky. It's unbelievably lucky. There's no way you could tell who's what. You can put a little left on this and shoot it smooth, not too hard, and just kick it over there like that. Oh, he didn't. He might have got it where he can't make it. I don't know. It's still tricky. Unless he can draw it. If he can draw it, he can go past the 10. That's what he's looking at. It might hit. It's going to be hard to get shape on the 2 if he runs into the 10 or the 4, unless it caroms off of it and goes down table. And he might not be able to make it. I don't know. Boy, is he lucky. You see that shot? You really think he knew what he was doing there? I would have never knew what was going to happen there, even myself. I thought he hit it weak. He didn't take on the spin. I don't think he should have hit the 7 ball. Now he's got a shot. He'll just roll it in and shoot the 3 in the right corner up there. Bounce down to the bottom rail like that. The 6 is tied up, but maybe he can get it somehow. He actually could get it right here off a billiard shot. I would put a lot of spin on this, quite a bit, and go forward, go side rail, bottom rail, come in behind the 8 and the 6, knock him out. He's not that courageous, I don't think. Of course, these rails, too, he might boing right in this corner. I don't know. I heard war stories about this table in Vegas. They couldn't slow the ball down. A lot of the pros were telling me. And that shows you that Vegas is not as dry a climate as it used to be 25, 30, 40 years ago. It's gotten a little more humid because there's more plants and stuff there now, swimming pools and all that. And he did do what I said. These rails, wow, look at that. That is crazy. He didn't need his, he might have put too much spin. He was scared it was going to scratch. So he added a little more spin. I thought he had that right on when he hit it. He'll just drag this ball and use he'll put a little right on it and just roll the 4 to the bottom rail and use the 6 and the 8 to snooker him. But it's not easy to do because the rails are so live. He's just got to shoot it real slow and drag it. Drag shot. It's where you hit bottom and you just bunt the ball. And then the cue ball reverses right away, sliding down the 10, it goes end over end. That's what we call a drag shot. But I don't know if he'll take that on. It's there, but I don't see nothing else. Unless he can just roll the 4 behind the 6 and the 8. Yeah, he did what I said. That was the right shot all along. Definitely. Good shot. Very well done. Now he could kick this in, but it's tricky. He'll have to spin it in, or he'll kick to the side rail, so he's looking at it. He'll have to hit a lot of spin to do it. I'm the worst in the world at this shot. I'll make it once in a while. Most of the time I'll hit the 7 ball. Even if he makes it, he might not get a shot. Unless he bumps the 6. He's got to put a lot of spin on it. It's not a natural kick because the 7's in the way, really. Or I do that, something like that. If he can follow this, he can go 2 rails and break them out or land for the side pocket over there on the 6. And then shoot the 6 in the side, and then he's right on the 7, kind of. if he can get to the bottom rail, or he'll just draw over and do it with a little bit of right. Just stun over. Oh, he broke him up. He had a perfect angle. It looked like he was straight in. Thanks for the one-angle camera making me look bad. But that's the way it is. Pool doesn't have enough money to have 2 cameras, only 1. Oh, what a sport. This ain't a sport yet. It hasn't even begun yet. Pool. He'll draw it with right, left, bottom, like that. One day pool will start. I don't know when, but one day. I mean professionally. He'll put a little left on this and just shoot it slow. Come off and play the 8 in the side. Good shot. He'll just roll forward and shoot the 10 on the left top corner there. This is to tie it up 2-2. A little right bottom and just stun it. Good shot. Breaking from the right side again. Why don't he go to the left side? Look at that roll. How lucky was that? It's all luck. It really is. You can watch it over and over and it's just luck. Well, that's what they want. They want it where anybody can beat us. He'll roll over and shoot the 3 in the same corner, just real slow. Or the 3 goes past the 8 and the, nope. He'll shoot the 3 in the same corner, just like I said. He'll jack up and stun over just a little. He wants to keep that little angle going towards the 5. Or he'll stun and bounce off the rail and come back. Or just draw over a little with a stun, jacked up. Like that. Perfect. Hit that nice. That shot's not as easy as he made it look. He's a very talented player, but placement pool, that's the game. Both players play the same racks, full rack rotation. He'll put a lot of right bottom on this and just dink it over by the side like that and spin down. Full rack rotation, that's the way to play. You gotta make these guys shoot a full rack. That's what's wrong with pool. You're normally just running 3 or 4 balls or 10 balls or 9 balls or 5 or 6 balls or 2 balls or 4 balls. You gotta make the guy run 15 balls every time he shoots. He'll just draw over and shoot the 6 inside with left bottom, a little bit of left, hit the 7. Perfect. I don't know if he's got to follow down or just kill it or shoot it slow. He might have to go all the way down table and come back. Yep. What's this? Boing. Wow, them rails. But he didn't boing enough. He left straight in. He left it kind of tricky. He might be better off to follow this and bounce off the rail so he can create a little bit of angle on that 8. He doesn't want to be straight on 8 or draw back and get a little bit of angle. But it's going towards the rail a little bit. That's enough. That's good. He's stunned over. Now he'll put a little bit of right bottom and then draw over for the 9. That'll bring the cue ball over nice and easy. There you go. Now left top, come out and shoot the 10 in the same pocket. Beautiful. Good shot. He's a good player, but we need to play a game that picks at him. Just like I said about filler. This is the Billiard... Alcaide leads 3-2. This is the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. Alcaide breaking from the left side. And he's got the 2 ball, 4 rails, and a 3 ball in the corner. And all he's got to do is chop this 1 in, and the match could be over. It's missable, but it's very makeable, this shot. I'm not as good at this shot as I was when I was younger, for sure, this tough cut. Especially if it's over by the rail, where you're on the rail a little bit. This one I don't struggle with quite as much as when it's over on the rail. He'll put high on the ball or middle and just chop it in and go back, bing, 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 bing. Oh, he didn't bing it as much as I thought he would. He didn't have, he had more, he didn't have, I thought he had very little angle, but he had more than I thought. But like I said, with this angle, I can't tell exactly what's going on all the time. Now here he wants to draw down the table and play the 5 on the side. Or he could play straight, a little bit of right top, come back and shoot the 5 in the right corner here on our bottom right. That's the right play, is to bounce back over and play the 5 in that corner. See, he plays a lot like I do. A lot of shots. I've done a lot of his matches, and I've watched him play quite a bit. He'll just put left bottom and stun a little bit, creep the ball a little bit, like that. I'm getting ready for the Moscone Cup. 25 days in a row, 1,000 sit-ups a day, 4 and 5 miles on the treadmill, 5-6 hours on the table. I just hope my teammates are doing that. But I doubt it. I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be fit and ready. No guarantees still, though. He'll come straight down the table or draw 2 rails. I think he'll go straight down the table, yeah. It's important for me. I'm so old that I have to be in better shape than the guy I'm playing because they're so much younger than me. He'll put a lot of left on this and shoot it slow and just bounce off and shoot the 9 in the right corner up there. Oh, he went back to the other rail. That's good, too. He'll put a little right top and go 2 rails for the win. There it is. David Alcaide wins. Good match. Thanks for watching the Billiard Network, and stay tuned for more great pool action from around the world. I'm Earl Strickland saying goodbye.